Hi lock lovers! Here are my top 5 products for fall and winter to keep my locks well maintained or healthy. The first one is a ShamWow towel. That's a ShamWow towel. It looks something like this. Or I know it's probably called maybe a microfiber towel. It sucks all of the water out of your hair really quickly. So if you just came out of the shower, you just finished washing your hair, it's very cold, you don't want to go outside with wet hair, or you don't really want to get under the hairdryer, these microfiber towels will suck all of that water out of your hair really fast. It'll be quicker than a regular towel. Some people like to use a cotton t-shirt cut up and wrapped around the hair. It works almost as well, but the microfiber towels work wonders. You can find a ShamWow towel in the car section, I guess, of Target or wherever you sell car products. The next one would be my Shea Moisture Deep Treatment Mask. I did a review on this. In the fall and winter, it's not so easy to wash the hair. Look at that creamy consistency. Yeah, you don't want to always be twisting the hair, so when I don't have time, I just smooth a little bit on the sides of my hair and it lays it down really nicely all winter long. Moisten it all winter long. That keeps it nice and laid down. The next item would be, and this is all year long, but you really need one of these come winter or fall when it gets really, really dry. If you're like me and you don't like to put your hair up at night, you're very tender-headed. I do not like covering my hair at night, and sometimes I forget anyway. When I first started, I forgot and I got a whole bunch of lint. But my next recommendation would be to go to the fabric store and get some lace. Just a yard of lace will do. I got blues and purples. I paid about $5 for a yard. I just spread this at the top of my bed and just lay myself down. That way I don't have to worry about my locks drying out or getting fuzzies in my hair. Great product. And the next would be, as usual, for everyone year round, but especially at winter time, just a little spritz of water a couple of hours before you go out, or in the evening, maybe around 6, so your hair has enough time to absorb and not be so wet in the morning. But of course some water, and of course essential oils like jojoba and olive oil mixed with my favorite or any moisturizer in a spritz bottle every once in a while to keep it moist. Now, as I said about the satin piece, you should have something like this on your bed to sleep at night, to keep you nice and comfortable. You don't have to wrap your hair. But in the winter and fall, we wear a lot of scarves, and scarves tend to dry your locks out with the types of warm fuzzy materials that they have. They're really not so good for lock lovers. So you can still rock your beautiful scarves. I like this animal print one from Victoria's Secret. You can still rock your scarves, but over it you can put a satin polyester type scarf over it to protect your locks. That is over your coat, over your scarf, yada yada. And locks do look beautiful with nice colorful hats, especially the knitted kinds, nice woolly caps, but deadly for locks. So underneath in the cap itself, I recommend taking a small scarf or cutting a piece of that silk material that you get from the fabric store and just lining the inside of the cap. So that way your hair is protected, no fuzzies. Well, mine are always fuzzy, but not so dried out. It keeps it nice and moisturized. So those are my recommendations for fall and winter. But I know that summer has come to an end, but there are still some warm days in between, so I still love to apply my castor oil. Just be careful only on days that are nice and warm, the remaining warm days that we're seeing. Because if you put this on in the fall and winter when the days are getting really cold, the cold air will suck the moisture from your hair. This is a humectant. So because it's a humectant, it's going to pull and draw moisture from wherever. And if it's very cold and dry, the air is very cold and dry, it's going to draw the moisture from your hair. So I wouldn't recommend using castor oil in the winter and fall months. But for the remainder warm days that we have, I am still going to use my castor oil. So those are my recommendations for fall, winter coming up. Until next time, Loc lovers, bye.